Hey folks, Sean Albright here from Grok. On behalf of our entire team, I am thrilled to welcome you to our latest release and showcase some powerful new capabilities we've been working hard to bring to life. Grok provides a modern, AI-driven experience designed specifically for Level 1 operators and SREs. It delivers instant situational awareness, orients them with likely root cause and next steps, and empowers them to start working with confidence. In this demo, I'll walk you through the landing page, highlight a few key concepts to get you oriented, and then guide you through a full day-in-the-life scenario so you can see how Grok supports real-world workflows in action. If you have any questions, please visit our demo page to schedule a custom demo or get in touch. Let's dive in and enjoy the demo. Okay, let's start with the landing page. The new operator view gives Level 1 analysts a real-time pulse on the environment at a glance. It's designed to deliver instant situational awareness and help operators get grounded fast. At the top, we've got compression. This isn't just deduplication, that's table stakes. Grok uses true machine learning to correlate, cluster, and compress noisy alerts into high fidelity detections. By eliminating redundant noise, Grok brings clarity and focus so operators can zero in on what actually matters. The event and detection volumes chart help you visualize trends over time. You can quickly filter by severity or time range to investigate unusual patterns and get to answers faster. Segmentation adds even more context, breaking things down by host, stream, category, and more, depending on what's most important to your team and your business. All of this is configurable so you can tailor the view to match your environment. And finally, we've got the prioritized detection queue, automatically surfaced by Grok's machine learning. Each detection is clearly summarized by Grok Guru, giving operators instant insight into what's happening and where to start. Okay, quick recap. This page is designed to get operators grounded fast. No guesswork, no tap hopping. Grok's advanced machine learning handles the heavy lifting, correlating events, cutting noise, classifying issues, and surfacing what matters most so operators can act with confidence. Okay, time for a real-world scenario. Let's follow Jordan, a Level 1 analyst at GFS, a global financial services firm, as they investigate a high-priority detection involving a production database. Without Grok, Jordan's day would be chaos. A flood of alerts from multiple platforms, irrelevant noise, manual triage, misrouted tickets, false alarms, and stress with every shift handoff. With Grok, Jordan logs into a clean, prioritized queue. No noise, no guessing, just clarity. As we described earlier, the operator view surfaces everything they need: event and detection volumes, dimensional breakdowns, and a clear list of what to focus on first. Jordan's day starts with confidence, not chaos. Let's go ahead and click into the first detection, database issue affecting a major enterprise application, and see how Grok helps Jordan take action with confidence. After acknowledging and taking ownership of this detection, Jordan lands on the detection detail page and instantly sees what's going on. A clean summary, the likely root cause, and recommended actions are right at the top. It's a complete shift from life before Grok. No digging, no guessing, no jumping between tools. Everything needed to take action is right here, and it actually makes sense. Jordan's first look at the detection is a snapshot that includes the essentials: time, severity, duration, event count, impacted hosts, and a concise summary. It's just enough context to orient quickly and sets the stage for a deeper dive into what's really going on. Right next to the snapshot, the detection summary gives Jordan a clear, human-readable explanation of the issue, powered by Grok Guru. No searching, no guessing, just a plain language breakdown of what's happening, which systems are involved, and why it matters. Next, we have the root cause. The inferred root cause gives Jordan a data-driven explanation of the issue, based on correlated events and other observations of live signals from the environment. This is Grok's machine learning at work, surfacing likely causes automatically so Jordan isn't left piecing things together. The probable root cause builds on what Grok has learned from past operator behavior, using reinforced learning from previous occurrences of this detection and actions taken. Jordan benefits from patterns the team has already seen and resolved, giving them a trusted next layer of insight. Similar to the root cause, Grok also provides inferred and probable recommended actions. The inferred actions are surfaced by Grok based on what it's seeing right now: correlated event patterns, resource relationships, and service impact. These suggestions help Jordan act quickly, even if it's the first time they've seen this issue. The probable actions are learned from how similar issues were resolved in the past, using reinforced learning from operator behavior and team resolutions. This is where Grok brings historical wisdom to the front line, giving Jordan a confident, proven path forward. Correlated events. This is the list of individual events that Grok correlated using associative clustering, the machine learning technique that groups related activity into a single detection. Each event is paired with a human-readable explanation from Grok Guru, giving Jordan full transparency into what triggered the detection and why it belongs here. The Explain Detection tab gives Jordan a visual breakdown of how this detection came together. Grok shows a firing chart that maps the timeline of events and how they unfolded, and clearly explains the dimensions used for correlation, like host, type, or stream. It's a transparent look into Grok's logic, and another way Jordan can trust what they're seeing. Now that we've explored the full detection detail page, let's recap. In addition to the detailed explanation, you can see that Grok provides a comprehensive set of related information. Events, incidents, changes, problems, config and topology, knowledge articles, and runbooks all automatically linked and accessible. But guess what? Jordan doesn't need any of that right now. Thanks to Grok's powerful correlation and the clear human-readable summaries from Grok Guru, Jordan already has everything they need to take action right here. No hunting, no second guessing, just clarity and confidence. So let's proceed as Jordan puts that into motion. Okay, earlier we saw Grok Guru surfaced a set of inferred recommended actions, steps operators have taken in similar scenarios that resolve the issue. Starting with SSH access to the impacted database host, free up disk space, restoring the backup service, and verifying system stability, all without Jordan needing to figure it out alone. Now that we've reviewed the recommended actions, Jordan puts them into motion. Each step comes directly from Grok Guru, backed by past resolutions and surfaced automatically based on correlated patterns. You'll notice that Grok also provides built-in actions directly in the UI, including options like opening a ticket or triggering an automation. We'll come back to those shortly. But in this case, Jordan already has everything needed to act clearly and confidently right from the shell. And because of that clarity, there's no need to route this detection to another team or escalate the issue. Jordan handles it right here, right now. Jordan begins by securely connecting to the affected database host. The first recommended action from Grok Guru is to locate and remove an orphaned backup file that's been filling up disk space. Jordan navigates to the backup directory, confirms the file's presence, and safely deletes it. With the space cleared, Jordan now restarts the backup D service, a step that's resolved the same issue in past detections. After restarting the service, Jordan runs a quick verification to confirm the backup job completed successfully. Next, Jordan checks the /temp and report directories, scanning for excessive temporary data that may be contributing to disk I/O issues. Everything looks good, so finally, Jordan initiates short-term monitoring of disk latency and write performance, just as Grok Guru suggested, to confirm the environment has stabilized. All of these steps were surfaced automatically, backed by historical resolution data, and clearly explained by Grok. No guesswork, just confident action. Now at this point, Jordan has fully remediated the issue with the database. Or have they? Now you might be thinking a couple of things. First, why not just automate that entire process? That's great that Grok can guide a level 1 through that set of steps, but wouldn't it be even better if they were just automated? We agree. But hold that thought. We're going to cover that in a follow-up demonstration combined with proactive problem management to demonstrate powerful full and partial automation scenarios. Second, how does Jordan know the steps they performed were actually successful? Are they confident that the output they're looking at from the final command indicates a healthy system? Glad you asked. This is a perfect opportunity to dive into an interactive session with Grok Guru to demonstrate the promise of ChatOps and Agentic AI. Okay, let's pick up where we left off. The last command Jordan executed was IOStat. And if you're not familiar with it, it's like a heart monitor, but for your disks and CPU. It shows how busy the drives are, how long things are waiting in line to get read or written, and basically whether or not the disk is the bottleneck. High numbers here usually mean the disk's overwhelmed. Now maybe Jordan can interpret those values based on experience, but if not, they'd probably have to hunt around, look up documentation and articles, ask colleagues, all avenues that would simply slow things down. Instead, let's ask Grok. In this example, Jordan will interact with Grok Guru through Slack, but Grok offers the same capabilities in Microsoft Teams and other major collaboration platforms. Thanks to Grok's purpose-built integration layer, Guru can connect to virtually any chat platform that exposes an API. Okay, Jordan executes the /guru command to invoke Grok Guru, and then asks it to help analyze the output. Simply copy and paste, and let's see what it says. Bam! In this example, Guru has helped us analyze the output interactively and validate that the actions performed did in fact remediate the issue and return the system back to a healthy state. But as you can imagine, there's always the potential of the unhappy path. Consider this output. In this example, Jordan interacts with Guru again, but this time, based on Guru's assessment, sees that the disk is still problematic. Jordan's taken this about as far as they reasonably can. At this point, the best next step is to open a ticket and let Grok seamlessly escalate the issue to the right team. All right, let's recap. In just a few clicks, Grok helped Jordan cut through all the noise, quickly understand what was happening, and step confidently through the right remediation steps. Grok even validated the results along the way and stood ready to seamlessly escalate when the issue needed another team's attention. That combination of guidance, confidence, and effortless handoff is what turns a stressful situation into a controlled one. All right, Jordan has remediated the database issue and even validated the results with Grok Guru in Slack. Awesome, but what if Jordan wants or needs to go deeper? This is where Grok's related info section really shines. You can almost think of the related info section as the command center for context. For every detection, Grok automatically pulls in a rich set of related data, all in one place, one click away. No hunting or bouncing around, it's all right here. First up, related events. Remember, these aren't the events Grok clustered automatically into the detection. These are additional signals that might be connected. Jordan can scan through them, validate what's happening, and even uncover extra clues. And here's the really cool part. Jordan can select an arbitrary subset of these events, right-click, and add them into the detection. We call this an operator override. And it's not just handy, it's actually teaching Grok. Every time Jordan does this, Grok gets a little smarter. This is another example of supervised, reinforced learning at work, shaping future correlations to match how the GFS team thinks about incidents. Next, Jordan checks the related incidents. Grok automatically links past incidents that look like this one, so Jordan instantly sees whether this issue has happened before, how it was handled, and if it's becoming a recurring theme. Then there's related changes. Grok surfaces any relevant changes, helping Jordan answer that one question that comes up in every war room. What changed? And when? In a financial services environment, change equals risk. By putting that context right in front of Jordan, Grok saves hours of ticket chasing and back and forth with other teams. Right next to that, related problems. If there's a known or recurring issue tied to this detection, Grok flags it right here, giving Jordan a shortcut to the root cause. Topology comes next, and this one deserves a quick note. As we've mentioned before, Grok doesn't need topology to do its job. That's important, because let's face it, in a lot of IT environments, topology data can be hard to get or flat out unreliable, and that becomes a blocker for inferior approaches to AI ops. Grok's machine learning, on the other hand, was designed specifically to not rely on topology information. It correlates and classifies without it. But when topology is available and accurate, Grok brings it in contextually so Jordan can see the bigger picture, which systems are connected and what might be downstream. The config tab shows recent configuration changes to the correlated systems. So if something drifted or got misconfigured, Jordan can spot it here. No digging through logs required. And finally, runbooks and KBs. Grok automatically surfaces the right runbooks, knowledge base articles, and playbooks, so the next steps are always clear. This is where tribal knowledge becomes operational knowledge. And in the spirit of shift left, a newer analyst like Jordan can work like a seasoned veteran, and the experts on the team can stay focused on the truly tough problems instead of re-answering the same questions over and over. Okay, quick recap. The related info section is Grok's way of connecting all the dots. Events, incidents, changes, problems, topology, configs, runbooks, everything Jordan might need is here without all the clutter. And here's the key. The UI is designed so all of this stays out of the way when it's not needed, and it's instantly available the moment it is. That balance keeps Jordan in the flow, with the context to understand, the confidence to decide, and the clarity to act. All right, now that Jordan has explored the related info section and has all the context they need, it's time to look at what they can actually do with the detection. This is the actions panel, the toolbox for level 1 operators like Jordan. It's where they can respond, manage, and even automate what happens next. And before we get into the 4 key actions, it's worth noting that sometimes the happy path is simple. Jordan can just enter a quick work note to capture what they've done, close the loop, and move on. But when more action is needed, Grok makes it just as easy. Let's walk through 4 of the key actions: submit a ticket, suppress, soak, and automation. Let's start with submit a ticket. Sometimes a detection needs to go to another team, maybe the DBAs, security, or an application owner. One click, Jordan can open a ticket directly from Grok. All the context, events, incidents, root cause, and even Guru's analysis is automatically linked in, so Jordan doesn't have to copy and paste a single thing. Think back to that unhappy path we saw earlier, when Guru flagged that the disk was still an issue after remediation. That's a perfect example. Jordan can escalate the detection immediately, and the ticket that lands in the next team's desk already has every detail they need to pick it up and run with it. Next up is suppress. Not every detection needs to stay noisy in the queue. If Jordan sees something that's already acknowledged, being worked on, or just not relevant right now, they can suppress it. That clears it from the active queue, but nothing's lost. Grok keeps it visible in the background, ready to surface again if anything changes. Then there's soak. Think of soak like a wait and see option. Sometimes an alert isn't actionable yet. Maybe it's a temporary spike or an early warning that might resolve itself. When Jordan puts a detection in soak, Grok quietly watches it. If the situation worsens, Grok promotes it back to the active queue. If it stabilizes, it fades away. Soak keeps the queue clean while still protecting against surprises. And finally, automation. Some detections don't need any human involvement at all. Grok can trigger scripts, workflows, or external systems to handle them automatically. Jordan can also take a hybrid approach. Grok suggests an automation, and Jordan decides whether to run it. This is where Grok's intelligence meets action, instantly closing the loop on repetitive issues, while still keeping operators in control. All right, let's wrap things up. Together, these actions turn Grok from a passive alerting tool into an active control center. Jordan isn't just staring at alerts. They're resolving, routing, cleaning up noise, and even automating fixes, all from one screen with confidence. And that brings us to the end of our walkthrough of Grok's new operator view. Grok provides a modern, AI-driven experience designed specifically for level 1 operators and SREs that gets them oriented quickly, keeps them focused, gives them a clear path forward. We followed Jordan through a real-world database issue, seeing how Grok helps them understand the problem, remediate it step by step, validate the results with Grok Guru, and dig deeper when they needed more context. We wrapped up by exploring actions that let Jordan do everything from logging a quick work note, escalating with a single click, suppressing noise, soaking alerts, and even triggering automations. It's not just visibility, it's confidence and control. That's the promise of Grok, cutting through the noise, connecting the dots, and giving operators like Jordan and teams like yours the power to act quickly and decisively. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see Grok in action with your own environment or explore how we can help your team eliminate noise, scale with confidence, and realize the power of true AI-driven, self-healing IT operations, we'd love to show you more. Please visit our demo page, schedule a session with our team, and let's see what Grok can do for you.